A wonderful morning to all of you. Welcome to another class of English. In our previous classes, we were discussing about the story of young seagull. Actually, this story is highly inspiring and motivating. The writer has used simple words to narrate the story. This makes it easy to understand. The author uses a number of beautiful expressions to make the story interesting. The description is so vivid and lively. The writer brings out the life's problems through the image of the seagull. His First Flight by O'Flaherty talks about the need of being brave and self-confident in life. A young seagull is hungry, watching his family eating who have left him alone without any food. Everyone in his family could fly, but he could not because he lacked confidence in taking his first flight. Though his parents had tried many ways to make him fly, he believed that his wings would not support him if he tries to fly. He notices his mother tearing fish, which maddens him, and he cries out. His mother approaches him with that fish but keeps it out of his reach. He dives at in desperation and realizes that finally he is flying and has taken his first flight. Students, today we will complete the remaining paragraphs of this chapter. So, open your books at page number 31, continue the last paragraph, and don't forget to take a pencil with you in your hand to mark some difficult words. For this, let us check some difficult words given on this page, and they are: first one is commenced, second, ridges, third is amusedly, next is beckoning, and last one is praising. Students, note down these words in your notebook and learn them. The word meanings given on this page are: commenced means began, means started, then ridges means long, narrow, raised lines along the surface of something. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly and commenced himself to dive and soar, shrieking shrilly. The young seagull was not falling downwards. He flapped his wings once again and soared upwards, raised upwards in the sky. He gave a joyous scream now. He was joined by his family in his first flight, and he forgot that he was not able to fly earlier. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing out over the ocean. He saw a vast green sea beneath him, with little ridges moving over it. And he turned his beak sideways and crowed amusedly. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on this green floor in front of him. They were beckoning him, calling shrilly to drop his legs to stand on the green sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise again, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger, and he could not rise. Exhausted by the strange exercise, his feet sank into the green sea, and then his belly touched it and he sank no farther. Children, the young seagull was near the sea now. He saw a vast green sea just beneath him. His parents and other family members landed on that sea. They called the young seagull also. He dropped his legs to stand on the sea. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fright and attempted to rise, but he was too weak and exhausted to rise. His feet sank into the sea water and then his body touched it. He sank no further, and now he was floating happily. He was floating on it, and around him and his family was screaming, praising him, and their beaks were offering him scraps of dogfish. He had made his first flight. When the young seagull calmed down, he started floating on the sea he was once afraid of. His family was celebrating in excitement and offered him food as praise. Finally, he had overcome his fear and had made his first flight. Students, I hope you all enjoyed this story, as this lesson reflects how one hesitates to take the first step and that fear is all in the mind. One should trust one's abilities because the fear of suffering is worse than the suffering itself. The lesson which we get from this story is to believe in yourself. In our next class, we will start the new lesson. Till then, keep learning, read the lesson again, complete your work always on time. Have a nice day.